Ribbit. That's a frog. No reason to show you that, it's just you very rarely see frogs these days. Oh, it's moving. There it goes. Hippity hop to the bottom. Come on. New day. No more frogging around. Today is a remixing day where we redo and repolish 3 songs that we've done and need to tidy up.
Extra potassium.
Yes, that's a requirement for a mixing day. You need all the bananas you can get your mouth around. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Bad phrasing. On a remixing day, what we do is we listen to each song as it's been done, the first mix, and then as we listen to it, we each listen to it and write down what we think needs tweaking, and then we compare notes afterwards and then go through it, correcting bit by bit. As you can see here, this is what I've written needs to be tweaked on Alone With You, the little things there. Joe, what have you written?
Just one suggestion.
Oh, not cool, man. Not cool.
He didn't mean it. It's a good song, I promise. As far as what it's about, I guess the thing is, I've never been a huge party person. I like parties as much as the next person, but given the choice between hanging out in a big crowded room full of dozens of people that I don't know and hanging out with a smaller group of people who I'm good friends that I'm really close with, I'll always go for the latter. And I think that's what the song's about. It's just about, I mean, the lyrics in the chorus say it, it's not that I hate people, because that simply isn't true. It's not how many people, it's who.
We've got out the bottle mix, got the plastic and the little one there, and a pack of washers, and we're attaching them to the guitar in hoping of attaining that perfect sound.
It's not about perfection, it's about allowing a complete dimwit to manage to play it. Yeah, of course this is just the early stages.
Beautiful sound. What we're doing now is we're trying to find appropriate guitar fills.
It's not that I hate people, 'cause that simply is.
See, we're wondering if less is more.
It's not that I hate people, 'cause that simply
I'm not convinced of that. If you don't hear it on the song, you'll know I won.
In this case, Joe won. The guitar riff's in there and it sounds awesome. But it's my song that ends up benefiting ultimately, so I win as well. As with every song that I do in the studio, I always bring in a couple of sound references, songs that sound similar to what I'm trying to achieve, to help Joe understand what we're going for. With this song, the 2 songs I brought in were Trouble by Coldplay and Bed Shaped by Keane. And while I did get those sounds in the final song, there was a whole new dimension that we discovered. This always happens again. We ended up going, especially at the end of the song, for a full-on Pink Floyd vibe, and it sounds brilliant. And in retrospect, the song kind of lends itself to that, because it is kind of based around these 2 chords, which are very Floydy chords. I'm just playing the minor and major.
So finally, it's just you and me.
If that isn't Pink Floyd, I don't know what is.
Yeah. The ghost of David Gilmour is in the room.
He ain't dead.
Well, the spirit of David Gilmour is in the room. This new song is called Glass World.
Why are you writing a song about an optician?
It's not about an optician. Double glazing emporium. It's a different.
Some feel they should take the wheel, some will wait their time. It all depends on how you feel and how you look at the world. The world looks big through my window. I'm not a
is how I amuse myself when Joe is figuring out the bass.
All I see is me.
Watching the smoke fill the shaft of light pouring in. It's rather beautiful in a spaced out, druggy kind of way. This is a good example of how we not only maximise time in the studio, but how we work well as a team. Right now, Joe is working on... back to work. Joe is working on refining the drums for Alone With You, and I'm writing the lyrics of the next song we're going to do, Glass World, because I haven't done them yet. So when you hear that song, just know that verses 1, 3 and the first part of the chorus were written on the day. I think that's pretty impressive, don't you?
Wow.
Yeah? Writing music definitely comes much more easy to me than writing lyrics. When I first started writing tunes, I didn't write lyrics for them because I was only like 10 or 11. And it wasn't until a few years later when I had like a huge backlog of songs already written that I started writing lyrics. And I'm still catching up. There's still loads that are still tunes at this point. And sometimes, in the case of Glass World, I'll come to the studio to record a song with gaps of lyrics missing. But last minute panic, I find, is a very inspiring thing. And it all worked out because on the day I came up with these simple but effective lyrics that fit the tune. We recorded it, and it's as if the lyrics and music have always been together, happy. There's some sort of metaphor that's at work there, something about mirrors and windows and glass and being on one side, wanting to go to the other side, but you're scared to go to it's there. It's a deep song if you don't pay too much attention to the lyrics. I'm good at that. I'd always pictured Glass World as being very acoustic guitar and piano oriented because it's got quite a steady rhythm, and I just always pictured it being recorded that way. So when I brought in the sound references for this song, as I always do, it was mostly Travis songs that I brought in because I liked Travis's sound and I wanted to try and capture that on this song. But when I suggested Travis to Joe, his mind went somewhere else with that suggestion. What do you think of when you think of the band Travis?
Bagpipes.
I've never heard bagpipes in a single one of their songs. Why do you think of bagpipes?
They're Scottish. Scottish people like bagpipes. Can I put bagpipes in?
You want to put bagpipes in this song?
I'm doing bagpipes.
Are you... What? Get away from...
I'm doing bagpipes!
He's insane.
I'm halfway there.
He's insane.
It worked!
It totally worked!
It's amazing!
Keep the bagpipes in there. We're keeping them in there.
Take a look out the window. It's not a crack in the sky. It's just a stain on the window pane. Still the light gets in your eyes. Which side of the glass are you on? Which world are you a part of? Who knows? That's how it goes. Nobody knows.
It is currently 6 in the morning and I'm walking around through the woods near to where I live. Why am I doing this, you may ask? Well, lately my landlord and I kind of had a bit of a disagreement, so he's thrown me out and I have to... No, I'm just kidding. I'm here because the new track we're recording, the opening track of the album, Daybreak, I always pictured beginning with sounds like this, of, you know, trees rustling and birdsong and stuff like that, and a babbling brook and what have you. So I thought I'd get up here really early and come out and record stuff. It's a good idea, isn't it? Joe wanted to piece together this opening montage of sound from stock sounds, you know, like library sounds. And wasn't too keen on that, so I thought I'd do it this way. I'm not convinced. What sounds have you got?
Look, I've got loads of that kind of stuff. I'll play it.
Alright.
And just... Well, I'll play it. Have a listen.
Okay, I mean...
That's your stream.
Yeah, that's a full-on
There you go. That's the
river.
That's it. It's the river thing you wanted.
Sounds like a beating heart taken inside someone's.
That's the rowboat.
That is
it. Going down.
That's a Roman valley.
Picture yourself, and then there's some birds.
Are we in the Congo?
What is a bird song? You wanted bird song.
What's a string quartet doing in the Congo? This is meant to be England, like
What's a fucking stream doing with an orchestra? What's a drum kit doing with an orchestra?
This is meant to be, you're in a forest or some sort of clearing and you hear this. It's like you...
Forests have water,
yes.
Boats, forest, water, bird songs,
strings. Now, normally Joe and I get on really, really well. We're a right pair, but not now. I'm trying to. Thank you. But this was easily the most intense creative argument we've ever had. It's one of those arguments where you get a little bit off topic and things start getting a bit personal, you know. Oh, would you just listen to how I want it, please?
I am listening.
My song.
I am listening to what you're saying, but you're making crazy childlike. I mean, look.
I'm not.
What's this?
It's strawberry milk
with a pink straw.
Yeah, which you had and which you keep in your
I've got
kitchen.
children. You're not a child.
No, but
look, tea for grown-ups, pink milk for little boys.
I don't like tea.
Family Guy T-shirt.
What's wrong with Family Guy?
You watch cartoons. Shall we
We should probably record some music. We've wasted like half a session doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we reached an amicable agreement in the end, but we're not out of the woods yet. We still had a lot of instruments to record. There are a lot of different instruments on Daybreak, and I'll tell you about them in a minute. I just want to have a shower first. Okay. But you're not filming that. You're not that lucky. Whew. That was a refreshing shower. Like I said before, there's tons of instruments on Daybreak. We've really thrown in everything but the kitchen sink on this one. We've got a bathroom sink, but that's plenty. You don't need two sinks, that's just madness. We've tried to structure this one a bit unusually because it is the opening track, so we've tried to be a bit ambitious. We've got 5 different sections of this song, and it kind of rises, falls, rises, falls. And here's a visual illustration of one such rising. Here's section 1, where each instrument is introduced one after the other. Enjoy. That's the end of section 1 leading into section 2 where the bass and the drums come in. Did you know that I was Surrey air violinist champion 3 years in a row? You do now. The only section of the song that has any lyrics is section 3, as I like to call it, and even that only has 6 lines, so it really is mostly an instrumental song, this, and it's all built around that piano riff that you heard just before. And we've really tried to give it some space, this song, make it feel like huge and really, really big, especially in section 4 when everything is in and it really punches you in the face when it comes back after the quiet bit, the vocal bit. And there's some electronic stuff in there, there's bells and chimes and stuff, and guitars. Lots of guitars. Now we've got lots of guitars already recorded for Daybreak. Here we've got some lovely offbeats, rocky guitars. We've got some nice swashes of chords in there as well, and now we're going for what I like to call the U2 guitar. Give us a demonstration, Joe. Lovely, lovely. Very edgy guitars. Yeah.
You don't mean edgy, do you? You mean it sounds like the Edge, don't you?
Oh yeah, I don't mean original or inventive in any way. I meant we're copying the Edge, the guy from U2, yeah.
I thought of it, actually.
Yeah, you thought of that joke, and you begged me to get it out and record it. Yeah. I've got a joke. I've got a joke. Why did Bono fall off the stage? He got too close to the edge.
It's pretty good, actually.
I
Well,
know.
I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
I came up with that.
Right.
All right, go for it. We've had our U2 guitars and now we've got our John Denver guitars. And in the same song. How diverse are we, yeah. Well, we finally finished Daybreak and I finally got everything the way I wanted it, which is how it's meant to be. I'm the driving force behind the song and I got what I wanted.
I've just done a little tweak at the end with some more of the effects we were talking about.
I don't want any effects.
Just wait. This is
what
really good.
effects have you put in?